nobody's about to have this stuff on while we're talking on the thing. Let me set this up for you. Make sure you can be seen. Hold on, I'm making sure.
This one. There we go.
Excuse me. Sit up, sit.
May this.
Hold on. Can you see this?
Can you see me? Can everybody see me? Hello?
Yeah.
Okay. Thursday, May the 7th, 2020 at 5:30. I know it's a little later, but Dr. Guy, would you? The meeting is called to order.
5:39. See, Councilor Smith is absent. Councilor Martin.
Present.
Councilor, Councilor Stevenson on the line.
Present.
As a guest, this is, even though it's not our committee, and Councilor Austin is also on the line. And then
Present.
Councilor Gowdy.
Present.
Okay.
And the remarks the remarks of the public for agenda item only 2 minutes.
Oh, okay. Yes, I'll be more than happy to speak. Justin Anderson, Terrace Road. So in regards to Willa Hemmons, to my knowledge, if this is if this is a pending litigation, that means it's public record as to what was filed against the cities or that what was alleged. It's all public record. If she filed it with the courts already, then Willa can discuss what the lady filed with the courts. Now, during the time that you would go into executive session or not discuss it would be if Willa wanted to respond and tell you all what she plans to do because of that situation. So let's say the lady filed a lawsuit. Willa can discuss everything that was filed by the lady because it's already public records. It's already on file with the courts, and she could explain to the council what the lady is alleging. Now, as far as Willa discussing what she plans to do, then she should go into executive session with the council and tell more in-depth details and what she plans to do and all that. But what's been going on is Willa has been waiting until the very end till she probably reaches a settlement with the opposing counsel, and then she comes to council and say, hey, this is what's going on, here's what they want us to pay, and that's not right. She needs to come as soon as someone files a lawsuit with the city. She is to come to the council and tell them, hey, such and such has filed a lawsuit because this is what they're alleging in the lawsuit. Now, if she want to go extra into what she plans to do and what she think the city should do, then you go into executive session for that. But for her not to tell the council when these lawsuits are being brought up until the end is just derelict of her duty. And she knows she's supposed to do that, but because she doesn't want to get to embarrass the city that we have so many lawsuits, she would rather not tell at all that there's lawsuits that's going on. She would rather try to get the case dismissed and not just mention the lawsuit anyway. But when the lawsuit is filed, she should automatically come to council and tell you all when these lawsuits are filed. In the Arnold Black case, they left the council in the black. And then she tried to come 2 days or 2 weeks before the trial, a couple of days before the trial, saying that she would like the council to approve a couple $100,000 to settle with Arnold Black's attorneys. Well, why didn't you inform the council of anything up until 2 days before the trial? So that's my concern with this. And we have a law director who,
That's your 2 minutes.
I don't know what she's doing. Thank you.
Your 2 minutes. So the next guy from Willow.
Anybody else from the public would like to speak?
officer.
And where is Willa at to discuss the former police officer situation? Where's she
She
at?
said she cannot discuss the situation. She said executive session means it's closed to the public, so the public cannot be invited to the meeting, nor herself, inasmuch as the presenter on the agenda is suing the city. That's the
Should
message I
have
got.
came to here a long time ago for council. This is how we get into that, because Willa Hemmons always bringing things to the last minute, and we know now that the former she got fired. She never brought it to our attention. Wanted to go into executive section.
Hey, buddy, how you doing? Okay.
Open meeting, but we got to definitely go into a regular meeting. We want to go into executive section in the next regular meeting. Nathaniel Martin, you have anything that you would like to say?
Cut off. You keep being cut off with your speaker.
Can you hear me?
Nate Martin, do you have anything that you would like to say?
Yes. I'm asking, can everyone hear me?
I can.
Corrine, can you hear me?
Everybody can hear you, Mr. Martin.
Okay, here's my concern. My concern is that I know that this is pending litigation. And I know there's certain things we can do and certain things we can't do. We are entitled as a body to an update of this lady's complaint, period. Nothing that would jeopardize what goes in court. That should have been provided to the council soon as this thing took place. Okay, it's unfortunate that we find out these situations in the community, in the street, or whatever the case may be. Now, we're not going to jeopardize the city, and it's my hope we're not going to be responsible, but we should have been told what happened. Okay, if this was a former police officer and she has a complaint, we can be told what the complaint is. That's not jeopardizing the litigation, because the complaint was filed in court. So to not show up for this, it's just a smack on the council's face. And this has been going on a long time, that they come if the administration let them come. If the administration tell them not to come, they don't come. Okay? I'm not taking one side or the other. I just know how this thing's supposed to go. Okay? We should get an update through emails, since that's the way we communicate for the most part, in terms of this lady filed a complaint, this lady was terminated, whatever. Just basic information that we should be entitled to. But to not show up at all, I have an issue with that. I have an issue with that. Okay? We got to stop being a weak council. We got to stop that. Now, if this thing goes to court and she wins and we got to pay some money, it's going to come to us. So be proactive. We are asking all the time to be informed. Corrine, Austin, Ernest, Gowdy, all of us are asking to be informed. But they're not being told about this kind of stuff. It's irresponsible. And that's how I feel about it. I really feel about it. Thank you.
Counselor. So, just looking up something.
Anybody else?
Well, I have a question, actually. And my question has to do with this young lady's situation. She was a former police officer, I understand. I don't have any information on this, so I'm trying to piece stuff together. But it's my understanding she was a former police officer. Is that correct?
That's correct, and that's the problem. We don't have information until it's time for a sue or something.
Okay, so was she on probation when she got terminated?
Well,
Yes.
How do you know that? I don't, excuse me.
I have spoken to her.
Yeah, but here's the point. Corinne doesn't know it. I don't know it. As far as I know, Austin don't know it. This is what I'm talking about. The basic information that we are entitled to, we're not getting.
So,
Well, I mean, she was willing to come forth, but we already know she. I told her not to come forth in that because we need to hear from our law director of actually what's going on. This is personnel and appointment.
Okay, so was she on probation or not?
I believe
Does
so.
anybody know?
You don't know.
I believe so, but Willa can
No,
definitely
we can't
give us
work
a
on,
personal.
God, we can't go on what you believe. We need to know. This is why we need the law director.
Okay,
that
that's why
simple.
we need her. We need her.
Yes. We need her to just answer basic questions. And if she says, well, counsel, I can't answer that jeopardizes the case, we're open to that. But to not show up at all and not give any kind of explanation is irresponsible.
counselors,
Come on,
counselors,
please.
I'm just looking at some information online, and most of the information says you should not talk about pending litigation specifically because of social media or any outlets that could jeopardize a case. So,
Corinne Stevenson, you got the floor. You did not really finish of what you were saying.
Well, my point is simply this. I don't, like Nate Martin says, I don't have the facts. But I
Right.
can almost tell you that if it was a police officer and she was terminated prior to her 1 year's probation, she's not going to get anything but a headache. Because across the country, you can terminate a police officer without cause prior to them completing their probation. So that's where the hook is. If she completed that probation, they terminated her, then she might have a chance. But if she didn't complete that 1 year probation and they terminated her, she's not going to get anything. So
Well,
that's what you're.
I concur most of what
Some of her
Corinne Stevenson
allegation is
said.
above probation.
But the concern is we could have that resolved even if the law director showed and say, well, this is what I can share, this is what I can't share. But to not show up at all, it's a smack on the counsel's face.
We are talking about some serious allegations.
Yes.
I mean, this is really serious. Again, another lawsuit is coming on. And whether probation or not, this is real serious. If they know about it, they really know what they did.
The shortcoming of Chairman Gowdy, the shortcoming is we have no information. Corinne, Austin, myself, and you, we don't have any information at all. We don't know nothing. We're guessing here. We're
Well,
guessing.
I'm sorry for wasting everybody's time. The law director should have been here.
Yes.
No matter what, she still serves East Cleveland Council.
Yeah.
And do anybody else have anything that they want to say before we end this session?
Well, what is our next step? That's what I want to say. If she didn't show up to this meeting, then the council needs to take some kind of action here. I mean, do we formulate questions and send them to the law director for a response? What is our next step?
Well, my feeling, and I'm just speaking from Nathaniel Martin's point of view, we need something in writing. She could email it about the complaint and summarizing what's going on with it, asking your question. Did she make it through probationary period? How long she was here? I don't even know what a complaint is. It's public. Some of that is public information. Even if she would have did that, we would have had something to work with. But to not show up at all, that's just. I'm shaking my head about it. I really am.
Okay, so
And I'm definitely
make a long
trying to
story short,
find trouble.
let me summarize, and let me summarize, Gowdy, and I'll yield. I need an email, and I'll look at this one, of this lady's complaint, what the city's going to do, how long she's been with us, did she make it to the probationary period, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Okay, is this thing pending in court? What's the status of the whole situation? That needs to be in the email since she didn't show. Put it in the email. That's what my request is, Chairman Juanita Gowdy.
Okay, and I'm not trying to start any trouble or anything, but people do come to me with this situation, and I got to respond to it because it's necessary. Because we might be facing something real big, and sometimes we can't handle it because our city is already going under. Anybody else want something that have anything that they would like to say?
Ms. Gowdy, are you gonna work on what Nate Martin is requesting?
Yes, if you would like to assist me.
I'll do what I can.
Thank you.
So Dr. Guy, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Put that request in to her, and we can. Today is Thursday. We can get that response by Monday. What she's allowed to tell us. Okay.
Am I doing it or is Council Gowdy doing it?
No, you making that request to Willa Henderson. She provided to you, and you provided to the entire council.
Oh, okay.
From the council, especially to the chairman of personnel appointments, Councilor Juanita Gowdy.
Ernest Smith or Austin, do you have anything that you would like to say?
Is Ernest here? Is Ernest here? I don't see him on my screen. Is he here?
Thank you, Madam Chairman. How you doing, Councilor?
Yeah. How you doing, Ernest?
I'm good. Thank you, Madam Chairman. Just want to thank everybody for being here. That's it. Thank you, Madam Chairman.
Mr. Austin.
Counselor, I
Thank you.
apologize. I didn't recognize your login. So you're the artisto? Counselor Smith?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I didn't recognize. I thought you were a resident. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, President. Councilor Austin, did you want anything? I mean, would you like to say anything about?
Thank you, Councilor Gowdy. I have nothing to add. Appreciate it.
And I'm going to remove the marks and requests from the public. Thank you. I'm going to move on to the remarks and requests from public.
Well, thank you. Looking at the agenda, yeah, pretty much what they said was true. I hope that in the future, the council can be informed about these suits, because at the end of the day, like Nate said, you all are the ones who are going to vote yay or nay to pay these people out. And I know that I hope our city never goes to trial again, because we know our chances in trial. That pretty much concludes me. Dr. Patricia Blahoviak, do you have anything you want to say? Okay, Dr. Patricia Blahoviak doesn't want anything. So, okay then. Well, thank you all, and you all have a blessed day.
The response to the public from council.
Hello?
The remarks from the council and to the mayor.
Let's hear from the mayor.
Mayor King?
Mayor King?
Mayor's not present.
Mayor King, is you there?
No, he's not present. He didn't enter the meeting.
Remark from council, Austin.
Thank you, Councilwoman Gowdy. I really appreciate the opportunity to kind of learn a little bit more. I didn't know all this stuff was going on, so more to follow. And
I can't hear Austin. I can't hear him.
Counselor Austin, your mic is not working well.
and I appreciate a bit more. Okay. Now, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay, great. I was just saying I appreciate the opportunity to learn a little bit more about what's going on with the former officer, as well as hoping our citizens are remaining safe and being vigilant. And that's all I have, and I appreciate this opportunity to take care.
President Smith.
Thank you very much, Madam Chair. And thank all my colleagues and everyone for joining us tonight, especially any residents that's on the line that joined us tonight. I'm sure that we all can agree on that we all follow up on this situation together. I believe that there's no doubt that we all agree on that. I want to thank everybody for that. More to follow on that. And of course, want to send out on behalf of the entire council our thoughts and prayers with not only East Cleveland residents, but the people around the world. Stay safe, stay clean, and we'll talk to you later. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Vice President Stevens.
I don't really have anything other than we just need the information. That's all I have.
Councilman Nate Martin.
Yes, I very briefly, because of this situation, I'm requesting, and I hope Dr. Guy is making a note of this, all the update on all the pending all the pending lawsuits that the city is facing and the status of them. I know last year we resolved some that we were pretty happy about. So we need an update of not just this situation with this particular officer, Ederica Abramson, but all the pending lawsuits. We need an update on that, and we need from the law director her status in terms of where it is. Is it a possibility that it'll be dismissed, or is it a possibility we may have to settle? We need an update on that. So add that to the request. Otherwise, I pray that everyone stays safe. I pray that we get the truth. I'm concerned in terms of us being respected and that type of thing, and us being a strong council, not a weak council. That's concerning me. Otherwise, everybody take care of themselves. I also wanted to get an update from the mayor on record. I know we did testing yesterday and today for people in East Cleveland on the coronavirus or COVID-19. I'd like to know what happened with that and what's the next step for those who may come up positive, and basically how many people were tested. Just a report of that, because that's vitally important. All council people need to know that. That's my other request. So Dr. Guy, add that to go to the mayor, an update on the testing yesterday and today, how many people were tested, what was the status, and what's the next step if someone has the coronavirus, etc., and are we going to do it again? So that's my request. Otherwise, God bless everybody. Thank you.
I really want to thank everybody for coming out. And like I said, this was a short notice for us. And this lady actually reached out to me and she told me that she had this going on. So I just trying to let the council know ahead of time what's going on, because we find out late. And these are some major allegations that she is depending on us, and we just need to find out more information of what's going on, and hope that Willa or the mayor be available to tell us what's going on with this case. You all from coming out, in the meeting adjourned. Stay safe. And can I get a motion? Can I get a motion to adjourn?
I move that the Personnel and Appointments Committee meeting be adjourned.
Thank you. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All right, meeting adjourned at 6:04 p.m. Thank you, everybody. The next contracts and property, there's a new login credential, so just make sure you check that out on the website. All right, thank you.